Okay, we've got a Freelander in the workshop today that's got the IRD box failed. So basically, as you drive it along, it's fighting and kicking and making horrible noises. And I'll try and keep this quick, but basically, Kate, can you move that light up here a little bit? Grab the base. So basically, it's a four-wheel drive car, the Freelander, and what you've got is, obviously you've got a rear at the back, you've got your rear diff, okay, which is up under there. You've got this prop shaft comes along, okay, there's a couple of mounts on the prop shaft, one there, okay, and then it comes into the front and basically goes into the engine gearbox assembly. Now what you've got on the first bit, you've got where the prop shaft comes in here, this bit is the IRD box, and that's basically what fails on these Freelanders for a hobby. And the fix that we're going to show you today is how to fit the blanking plate, and basically this area here, this last little bit here, we're going to remove and put a blanking plate, and that will turn the Freelander into a two-wheel drive car. You'll get better fuel economy, better tyre wear, but you might get stuck in a muddy puddle. So that's basically, we're going to show you how to do that. It's a very cheap fix, and it gets you going, not a problem. Right, so on the front of the prop shaft, right, let's have a look at the tools you'll need. Right, so we've got the tools here. You're going to need a 17mm spanner, a 13mm spanner, an 8mm spanner, and then you're going to need these little flashy E drivers, which are not like a normal 6-sided hex socket. They're more of a star drive, and you'll need an E12 and an E. So this is the front prop shaft we're going to remove now. So we've got our E10 socket that's going to go on these little bolts at the back, okay, and then on the other side we've got our 13mm spanner, okay, and basically you've got 6 of these to do. We've already taken out most of these and we've loosened them. Show you what we've got. Now if you can't get to all of these, you can jack 2 of the wheels up and then spin the wheels, and that should rotate the prop for you to get better access, okay, but that's the nut there. So they've got like a flanged nylock nut, they're all the same, okay, and then this one up here we get on. Now we managed to get all 6 of these off without rotating the prop shaft. There was enough room to get them all round. Now you can get an 8mm spanner on this star drive if you don't have an E10. Okay. Right, and then you'll notice that between each pair you'll have this sort of C washer clamp here. Okay. Right, now if I just pull that last one out, I can show you what we've got here. Okay, so that's the bolts. So that's the front prop shaft junction removed, and now we'll go and do the back prop shaft. Okay, so this is the rear prop shaft joint here. What we've got here is an E12 socket there we need on that one, and then we've got a 70mm spanner on this nut at the back. If you just come around the side, okay, you can see I've loosened it a bit already. Okay, so you've got 4 bolts here. Again, we've taken some out to save speed on the video. Okay. So four of these bolts. There we go. Okay, so that's the rear prop shaft bolt. Again, you can see the E-type head on that, and then you've got a nylock 17mm there. So I'll just do that next one. Okay. Right then, which is a bit trickier, he's at the back, but we've got him loose. We put the tools down. And again, yeah, you can jack up the wheels and spin it to get it in an easier. Okay, right, so again, that's the last one of those. So there's 4 of those. So we should be now better drop that prop shaft down. So you can see that's the front, the rear prop shaft down. If you zoom back a bit, Kate, I can get it in view of where that is. So you've got that dropping down. We should better drop down this front one now. So if you spin around, okay. Now you do have to push it back a little bit, okay. Alright, and that's the rear, that's the front, sorry, that's the front prop shaft down. So now you can see we've got the prop shaft just hanging by the mounts in the middle. Okay, so I'll get a 10mm socket and we'll do that now. Right, so we've got 4 bolts. Now you might need a hand now because all the weight of them is going to drop down. So Dan, can I grab you for a moment? Okay, so again we've got 4 bolts here, 2 on the rear mount and 2 on the front mount. All the bolts are the same. I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so it's 4 like that. They've got the lead in and they've got the flanged head on them. Okay, right. Okay, so we've loosened these already with white. Fell down. You got that down? Okay, right, just one left now. Alright then, can you go to the top of the exhaust there, Kate, to see that one? Alright, excellent. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go and put that down on the floor now and we'll show you what the prop shaft looks like. Okay, so that is the prop shaft removed and you can see the 2 centre mounts and the front and rear flange. Okay, so this is where the front prop joint was. Okay, this casting here we need to remove. So it's got 5 bolts. This is what the bolts look like. Okay, I've removed 3 of them. Okay, so they tend not to come out the back, they tend to come out the bit in the casing. Okay, so they're 13mm. I've left a couple here, I've got them loose to make it nice and quick for the video. Okay, so I should just spin these out. Okay, they're all the same size, so you're not worried about getting the wrong one back. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this off and replace it with the blanking plate. Okay, which basically just stops all the oil leaking out. So we're going to just whip this off now. Now, if we got ready with the oil tray then in case there's some. Okay. That looks okay. Oh, so far. He says till it goes on his head. There we go. Okay, so yeah. Right, right, if you hold that oil down, right, let's come over here, Kate. So this is the unit in question. Okay, so basically we're going to throw this in the bin and we're going to take these gaskets off here. Okay, and we're going to now reuse this. Now you'll notice there is actually no gasket on here. These are accurately machined surfaces. There's no silicone, but we'll put a little bit of silicone on and we'll get our blanking plate and we'll put it all back together. Okay. Okay, so we've got everything out. You'll notice on this one you've got there's an O-ring there which stops the oil leaking out. So although this was assembled without gaskets, when we reassemble it we really need to use some instant gaskets. So with the spacer we'll provide some instant gasket. So first job, you want to make sure this lines up. So you can see here that all the holes haven't lined up. When you get it right, all the holes will line up like so. Put it to one side, okay, and just put some instant gasket around here. Okay. I'm just going to smooth that round. Okay, then we're going to put that one on. Okay, like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to put another bead of silicone around here. Okay. And then just smooth that off. Okay, just a quick, you can do it a little bit neater than me. Okay, right, and then it's just a question of screwing this back in up here on the car, okay? So, if we get that, hopefully we got that all lined up. Okay, and then we'll just use the same fixing bolts there to go back through. Okay. Okay, so you can start, I'll just do this quickly and then you'll see the job's finished. It should take you, probably take about 45 minutes to an hour to do this. Obviously we've got ramps here which makes it a little easier. You could even get a village garage to do it for you, or a local garage. But I would, okay. Right, you don't need to watch me do them all up. But there you go. There's the finished job, the IRD blank plate fitted.